Started. We are about to get started right now. In the meantime, do me a favor and go ahead, remind your teammates, your team members, your new agents to get on. We are about to fire this fire up. So go ahead, get them on. We will get started in just a couple of minutes here.
They got the iron, well, I got the steamer. I bring the fire, but you never seen her. I testify, I don't need a subpoena. They want my soul, better go to Korea. I love my dog just like I'm Peter. Gotta protect him. I made the call up, but just like I'm rapping. I know we left, yeah, now we back together, but I guess that is better now. Later than never, like, what's happening? I'ma need y'all quit asking when. Me and my wife gonna have some kids. Right now, we just practicing. Practicing. Teacher said, quit rapping, man. That gonna hurt my average. I said, thank God I ain't average. Yeah, I'm a bright young man. Kill the GPA and the BPM. Look, we on. So say what you say, cause that's A with Lecrae. From the A train to the A. I'm coming in hot. I don't do the most, but I do a lot. I'ma make a toast, cause we still alive. No big, I feel like Pac. I shoot a shot. I'm coming in. Coming in, wake 'em up, wake 'em up, wake 'em up, wake 'em up. See, I'm still sleeping, so I had to shake 'em up. I kept it too real. I wasn't faking up. My real life was a headline. Your real life got a deadline. My timeline was a hashtag. Your timeline just a hate crime. Coming in hot, feeling like Pop. Back in '94 when he took 5 shots. Too much drive to ride your wave. Ditch my top, then I'm off that lot. Black on black on black on.
All right, all right, all right. I get my groove on, man. All right, all right, all right, all right. Party time is over. Party time. It's either over or we're just getting started. Hey, listen, it's very simple. How do you want to come in right now? Do you want to come in cold or you want to come in hot? If you want to come in cold, I want you to put some ice or ice emoji in the chat. But if you want to come in hot, I need you to blaze up the chat with some fire emojis. Come in hot right now. Who is coming in hot right now? Who is coming in hot right now? Who is coming in hot? Come on now. Come on now. How you want to come in? Hot or cold? Come on. You know, it's crazy because none of these two tracks that I was just playing, I've never heard them before, but they came up and it is crazy. But think about it. You know, if you want to be average, all you got to do is perform average. Like, seriously, if you want to be average, you perform average, correct? But if you want to be extraordinary, then you're going to go the extra mile, correct? You're going to call the next person. Hold on, give me a second. All right, all right, all right. So what I was saying is very simple. It's simple math. There's no confusion about this. There's no mystery to it. If you want to be average, you perform average. If you want to be above average, or if you want to be extraordinary and have extraordinary accomplishments, what are you gonna do? You're gonna go the extra mile. Let me ask you this: like, who on here right now? Who on here right now wants to be average? If you want to be average, put average in the chat. Like, if you want to be an average person, put average in the chat. Do you want to be an average person? I mean, there's no trick to this. There's no trick. It's not a trick question. You don't have to have a degree to understand what I'm saying. Once you can hear my voice, you understand exactly what I'm saying. Who wants to be average on here right now? If you just want to walk around and, you know, when all is said and done and people remember you, they're going to say, hey, let me grab some names on here. I'm just going to grab some names. I know I saw Rob commented. Hey, you know, one thing about Rob, man, Rob was average. You know, that's the thing I admire about him. Who else is on here? Alicia Davis. You see, the thing about Alicia Davis that I love, she was just average, you know. She would do average stuff. Who else on here? Let's see who I got. Andrew Jones. You know, the thing about Andrew is just an average person. You know, I've known him for 20 years. He's an average guy. Who else is on here? Brandy. You know, the thing I like about Brandy, you know, Brandy, man, you could always count on Brandy to be average. That she is an average person. It doesn't sound, it's not appealing to me. It doesn't sound good. That's not how you want to be remembered. That's not a compliment. But if you want people to say, if you want to hear, and you're not doing this for people, you're doing it for yourself. You're doing it for your legacy. You're doing it for your family. You're doing it so you create success. What do you want to hear? Like, you know, Raysa, man, Raysa, she always goes the extra mile. Alicia always goes the extra mile. Rob always goes the extra mile. Andrew always go the extra mile. Trey always go the extra mile. I mean, seriously, what do you want to hear? Which one do you want to hear? Do you want to hear that you were average or you went the extra mile? Because I'll tell you this. No one that goes the extra mile is going to be average. It's just not possible. It is impossible. So if you want to get extraordinary results and accomplishments, then you got to go the extra mile. You call one additional person, you make one additional post, you work one additional hour, it's your business, and you say one additional thing, you read one additional chapter, and you spend one additional dollar. You see, that's what it takes. It takes going the extra mile, doing something extra to get what most people don't have. In order to have what most people don't, you got to be prepared to do what most people won't. In order to get what most people don't, you got to be prepared to do what most people won't. Understand that. Man, those two tracks just got me fired up. I kind of went off a little bit, but I really want you to understand, you know, really how important this is. It's extremely important. I don't want to be average. I don't want my daughter to go around walking and telling her friends, hey, daddy's average. Like, you know, daddy's just an average person. My daddy, he does average things. He buys me average stuff. Our house is just average. Our lifestyle is just average. The words we use is average. No, I don't want that. And neither should you. So who is ready to go the extra mile to get extraordinary stuff? I want you to put in the chat, I'm lit. Put, I'm lit. I'm lit. I'm lit. I'm lit. I'm lit. We have several hundred people on here, so the chat should be going crazy right now. All right, so let's get into the meat and potatoes. Once again, good evening. My name is Lyndon Weddis. I'm one of the executive directors with our company, and I'm very excited to be on here. We had a massive Super Saturday yesterday, and man, it blew my mind. I was just going nuts. I was going crazy from Coach Kev starting all the way down to the panel, all the way down to the social media stuff, the field trainer factory, launching your business, the compensation plan. I mean, the mindset. I mean, the back office, the service, the business side. I mean, there's so many things done, and man, I was just on fire, and obviously carried over to today. So let me welcome everyone here that is on the call right now. I want to let you know that this happens every Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you just started, put it on your calendar. You can expect this call every Sunday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, alliancenation.net, unless otherwise being told. And as soon as you get your new agents on board, you got to have them add that to their schedule as well. We get some of the top leaders on here to share their testimonies and to really just take things to the next level. And that's what you're gonna experience tonight. We have our main speaker is a young lady that lives down the street from me here. Man, she is lit, and you're gonna experience that for yourself. So, man, I'm excited to have her get on here as soon as possible, to have her just kind of train you guys and give you some next level stuff. So let me bring up a few testimonials, a couple testimonials to be exact, before she gets on. And let me find these folks and add them here. But man, I am excited. I'm very excited. So the first person I'm going to bring on, let's see, there she go. The first person I want to bring on here, make her co-host. So this young lady, she has an amazing story. She's a field trainer. Her name is Sasha Wright. That's right. You heard me right. Sasha Wright. You made the right choice. You made the right decision. You're with the right group, the right company. I know there's a W in there, but hey, it's right. And she's out of Dallas, Texas. But man, she has an amazing story, and I'm going to have her share her story. Hey, Sasha, if you can jump on here in the next 2 or so minutes and just share your story with everyone on here. Man, I'm excited for you. I've been hearing about you for the last several hours. I'm like, I got to hear this young lady's story. So I'm going to turn it over to you. Go right away and share your story.
Okay, I'm here. Can y'all hear me?
I can see you and I can hear you too.
Okay, thank you, Landon, for having me on to be able to kind of share my results that I've had with the company. April of last year, I got started with the company by the way of Yvonne Braxton. We actually met in a tax group, and we've pretty much been best friends ever since. So April of last year, I had a 513 credit score. I had 9 collections, 4 charge-offs, 6 late payments, somewhere between 10 to 12 inquiries. My student loans were in bad shape. They were reporting late payments, negative, and they were very derogatory at that time. Within 6 months, I was able to remove and permanently delete all of that from my credit report. At that point, I had a 230-point increase. Now, a year later, I've had a 292-point increase. Just in the last year, I had started building my credit. I started with a secure credit card with a Capital One $200 down and a self-lender account. Over the year, I've worked my way up to having $110,000 with unsecured credit cards. The company offered me so many great tools to actually help me achieve that, with the budgeting tools and the roadmap to kind of build my way up to having positive credit reporting. I now have excellent credit cards, revolving lines of credits that's in excellent shape. And I'm just blessed that I took the leap of faith a year ago to start repairing and building my credit. I never would imagine that a year later I would have a 292-point increase and be in the excellent credit range. As of this last Saturday, I actually gave my job of 10 years a notice that I'll no longer be working on Saturdays so that I can focus more on my business and spend more time with my family. And this company's actually helped me achieve that and be able to do that and take that extra day off of work. And I'm just so happy to be able to help more people that are currently in the same shoes that I was in last year around this time, to actually be able to leverage their credit and build their credit. So that's kind of that's my story.
Wow, don't go anywhere, man. Wow. I've never heard your story before. I've just been hearing your name, that you had a powerful story. So hold on, because I understand what it is to have a 500 plus credit score. I had a 524 once. Hold on. Did you say, ladies and gentlemen, this chat should be on fire right now. Do you understand what she just said? Hold on. So wait, you started at a what? A 513?
A 513. I'm currently at 802, 292 points.
802. Wow. Wow. And this happened in 1 month, correct?
No, this has happened over the last year.
I know, I know, I know, I know, I know, I know. This happened during the first round of disputes, correct?
Within 6 months. So by my third set of disputes, all of my negatives were gone.
Wow, wow. And it didn't take 7 months, correct? It happened over a year, correct?
Yeah, over 6 months, all my negative was gone. And I had started building my credit when I first, like within my first month, I got a secure credit card and a self-lending loan.
Mm-hmm.
And then over that time period of the next year, I just started continuing to build on my credit.
Mm-hmm.
I had got a $200 secure credit card, which upgraded 6 months later to $500, and it was unsecured, no longer secured. And then I started adding credit. I went and added a $1,000 credit card. I got approved for a Navy Federal credit card. And then 6 months later, I got approved for a $25,000 credit card for Navy Federal. And then just this last month, I got a $50,000 credit card for American Express and another $25,000 credit card for American Express. So it did take a year's time, and I did have waited some months in between applying for things to make sure that my credit was looking strong and I wasn't just pulling in 1 month to get everything. But yeah,
Wow. Hey,
it's
listen,
amazing.
it is amazing. The crazy thing is, I know it's possible because I've had the same kind of increase. But you know what? I hope this created and built belief for a lot of folks on here right now. Ladies and gentlemen, it took sacrifice, it took time, it took investment. She went from a 513, and if my math is correct, and I'm good with numbers, it seems like she has 6 figures in credit line right now. I mean, that is wow. That is amazing. So Sasha, listen, man, your story is through the roof. Congratulations. That's extremely powerful. Our main trainer on here tonight, she has a ridiculous story as well regarding her credit and how this program works for her. So that's amazing. Congratulations with your success with using the services, product of the product. Go ahead, tap into that to build your business. I'm happy that you're taking off Saturdays now to build your business. That is amazing. Man, I know you're just getting started. I'm inspired. I'm motivated. Wow, this is crazy. This is awesome. So congratulations. Thank you for sharing your story. Thank you for jumping on here on a Sunday night. It's just a pleasure and a privilege. Thank you so much. Have a good evening.
Thank you.
Wow. That is amazing. That is amazing. Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, if you weren't convinced before, and if you didn't have belief before, there you go. I had no idea what her story was. I just knew that she had a ridiculous story. And you know what's the craziest thing? This is of the many, one of the many, one of the many ridiculous stories that we have in this company. One off, but her story is through the roof. Congratulations, Sasha. That is amazing. So I'm going to move myself out the way right now. And I was looking for someone on here to share his story. I can't find him. Let's see. I'm going to put a shout out to him right now. Daryl Booker, if you're on here, raise your hand. Daryl Booker, are you on here? If you're on here, raise your hand right now. I can't find you. Daryl Booker, are you on here? I can't find you. I need to find you. Where are you? Raise your hand and and comment in the chat right now. Daryl Booker, are you on here? Going once, going twice. Where is Daryl Booker? Are you on here? All right, I can't find you. All right, so let me move myself out the way. I'm going to introduce you to this young lady. He is there. Who is Daryl Booker? Daryl Booker, where are you? I can't find you. They're saying you're here. Where are you? Daryl, raise your hand or type in the chat right now so I can find you immediately. Are we going to move on? Where are you, sir? Daryl Booker, I can't find you. He raised his hand. Let's see. Let's find you here. Where are you? Let's go. Daryl Booker. I don't see Daryl Booker. I see Jasmine. Daryl, where are you? I can't find you. What name are you under? I see K22. Is that you? K22, is that you? Daryl Booker, where are you? Can't find you. I see hands raised, but I can't find you. K22, is that Daryl Booker? I see Alexis Silva. I see Jasmine Jackson. Daryl Booker, are you under any one of those names? All right, I can't find you, young man. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to move on to our main speaker. This young lady, she is amazing. He is amazing right now. She's amazing. She lives here in the Tampa area. When we were able to go out and meet in physical spaces, we used to have a lot of fun. We had a lot of meetings together, and it's just quite amazing. Folks are saying Daryl Booker is here, but I can't find him. He hasn't raised his hand. He hasn't identified himself. I see other folks saying he is here, but I don't see him saying I am here. Daryl Booker, where are you? I'm going to give you 15 more seconds. Where's Daryl Booker? Are you here? I am here. Put I am here in the chat or raise your hand. Do both. Let's go. All right. No Daryl Booker. All right. Okay, awesome. So ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to introduce you to our main trainer tonight. This young lady is no stranger to most of you that's on here, but I'm telling you, it's about to get lit. Her story is through the roof. Not only that, her success in this company is ridiculous. She's a regional vice president. What does that mean? She has a voice and she used it to help people nationwide to build a massive multi-million-dollar business. And I just want to bring her on here to take this thing away and to really just show you how to take your business and take your life to the next level into this week, next week, and the next several weeks as we close out 2021. I'm ready to close out 2021. She's going to give you the plan. Get your book, get your papers, get ready, get lit, because you're about to be trained. You're going to be educated so you can be elevated. Who's ready for that? Put some fire emojis in the chat. Regional Vice President Raysa Otero, where are you? I know you're here. All right. All right. There you go. You're good now. You're good now.
Okay, there we go. Hey,
There
what's up,
you go.
guys? What's going on, guys? Let's see some fire in the chat, guys. Lyndon, gotta give it back to him. He's always bringing so much value. We were like, what is he listening to? We really like those songs at the beginning. Let's go ahead and put some flames at the chat, guys. You already know we feed off of energy, high income. We got through the first week of a 5-week. How many of you guys are excited about this 5-week? We just had Super Saturday yesterday. I'm super excited, always this excited, right? And even more excited when I can get in front of you guys and just provide as much value as possible. Understand, I never knew anything about this industry. I didn't know anything about credit. We'll get into my story here in a second, but Lyndon, want to give it back to you. Thank you for always being a servant leader and just always showing up. I can't wait to see you, man. We got to get together again now that this whole pandemic thing is kind of going down. And then I want to give it back to Sasha. Did you guys hear her story? Hold up. Did she say like 292 point increase? Okay, you beat me. I thought I had a good, I thought I had a good story at 196 point increase, but girl, you blew it out the water. Congratulations. And walking away from 10 years. Oh my God, I need like your story and like a video so I can blast it all over my social media, girl. Actually, I recorded this, so I'm gonna see if I could go back and record that because that was powerful. Congratulations to you, much success. All you gotta do, girl, here's my tip, and for everybody, Just tell your story. That's all I did to build this business, guys. So again, my name is Raysa, Otero, one of the regional vice presidents with this amazing company. A little bit about my story when I got started. I got started because in 2017, I actually went through a divorce after being married for 8 years. And unfortunately, that led into having to file for bankruptcy. I found myself in an empty 3,000 square foot home, not being able to provide. I also found out my son was diagnosed with autism at the same time. So here I am, I'm struggling financially. I'm living paycheck to paycheck. And I had a poor credit score. How many of you guys can relate, right? Prior to this amazing company, type a 1 in the chat if you've seen results with this company. Let's show everybody on this call who saw a credit score increase. Type a 1 in the chat. Blow it up. I don't care if it's 20 points, 30 points, 40 points. Who got collections deleted, bankruptcies, tax liens, child support, evictions, repossessions? Yes, yes. Let's show everybody that this is real. And that's why nobody can ever keep me quiet, because I went from a 514 credit score to a 710 credit score in 4 months. Yes, guys, I had 65 negative items deleted from my credit report, including the Chapter 7 bankruptcy. And let me tell you, ever since then, it's been a blessing. I got started with this company. I said, let's get to work. I saw that it worked for me. It was a wrap after that. Between getting started, it took me 4 months to walk away from corporate America because I was out there doing what Sasha just did. I just shared my story. I just shared my story, guys. So I'm gonna actually show you guys how I built my business. How many of you guys want to be 6-figure earners? Type a 1 in the chat. Type a 1 in the chat. Let me see some flames. Who wants to be a 6-figure earner? Who wants to be a top recruiter, right? Understand, guys, I never had any experience in this industry. None. Never been in network marketing. As a matter of fact, I didn't even know I was in network marketing. I just thought I was sharing information and someone was paying me to help them out, right? How many of you guys didn't know you were in network marketing, right? And if you didn't know, now I told you, right? But again, I didn't know anything when I got started with this industry. I didn't know anything about credit. How many people can relate? Right? You're like, I got into this thing and I don't know how to build a team. I don't know how to get customers. I don't know. And guys, that was me. Okay. That was me. And within a year, I became a vice president in this company, doing over $100,000 in sales, top recruiter, top 3 recruiter in the entire company. That was a shocker for me because I just went into work. I was just sharing my story, right? So guys, understand that what I'm about to present to you, this is how I became a 6-figure earner, cruise contest winner, top of the charts. This is how I actually did that. So let me see if I can actually share my screen and we'll get right into it. Who's ready to get trained? Who's ready to get trained? I need some energy in the chat. I need some energy in the chat. There we go. Here we go. Here we go. Okay. You already know my millionaire Martians. They already know if you see aliens in the chat. That's just our trademark. But look, guys, the importance of PBRs. How many of you guys have you heard people talk about PBRs? Type a 1 in the chat if you've heard your mentor or people talk about PBRs, and you're like, what is a PBR? It's the most important thing in your business from the day you start. From the day you start this business, PBRs is something that you have to understand what it is, and you actually have to go out there and execute along with your mentors, guys. So today we're going to talk about that. So what is a PBR? Here's the definition for those that don't know: private business reception. Now, that doesn't sound fun, right? If you tell someone I'm going to do a PBR, it just doesn't sound fun. A PBR, they don't even know what it means. There is somebody wrote something else in the chat, right? There could be a bunch of things that signify PBR, but private business reception is what we use. Now, what is a private business reception? Now, I like to use different names, okay? I like to use business launch, okay? How many of you guys ever seen someone open their business, a traditional business, and do a red ribbon cutting? Anybody? right? When they open a nail salon or a barber shop, they have a bunch of people come by, they do a ribbon cutting. Usually there's some food involved, maybe some wine. Guys, that's exactly what a PBR is. So I like to use different names so that people kind of understand what they are. You can call it anything, right? But a business launch, if you are brand new, guess what? You want to get with your mentor. Here's your assignment today. If you are brand new, I need you to find out who your upline sales director is. All right. And I need you to find out who your upline vice president is. That is your assignment. You know why? Because those are going to be the people that are going to help you get to the next level. Understand, I love it. Like when some of my agents reach out to me out of nowhere and they're like, listen, I need to do a PBR, it's because they understand and I know they want to run. Type of one in the chat, all those vice presidents and above. Would you ever say no to someone if they say, I want to have a PBR and I'm bringing 10 people in front of you? Type of one in the chat. Type of one in the chat if you would want that. No way. Absolutely no way. I would never say no to that, guys. So understand, sales director, find out who your sales director, your upline vice president is and say, I want to do a PBR, business launch, red ribbon cutting, business shower. I can get people in front of you. Guys, that is the major skill in our industry. Skill number one is finding people to talk to. Well, guess what? When you're brand new, you have your whole social media. You have everybody in your phone. Guess what? You can host a PBR. You know what? Because it's just like hosting a baby shower. It's just like if you had a big birthday party, how would you get people to your birthday party, guys? Look, PBRs to me were so much fun because I used to do event planning. Any event planners, type of one in the chat. Type of one in the chat if you like planning events. I'm gonna take your number down so you can help me plan my engagement party and my wedding, because I don't have time for that no more, but I love it, absolutely love doing events. And so you gotta think, right? This is the way I think about PBRs. It's an event where you're gonna have your upline present the business and the credit information to a group of people, but you gotta make it fun, right? We're gonna talk about how you can actually make that fun. How many of you guys have been to a pure romance party? Come on, girls. Come on, type a one in the chat. Come on, how many of you guys been to a pure romance party? Super fun. Most of the time it's the girls having a good time. How about Tupperware parties? Anybody ever been back in the day to those Tupperware parties? Did you guys know that that was network marketing? I didn't know that. I was like, what? I'm in one of those. I remember going to home interior decorator parties, Mary Kay facial parties, and I'm like, wow, this is what a PBR is now that I'm in the industry, but they made it so much fun. There was always someone that was winning a raffle. The host would get compensated. So I'm going to teach you how to do a PBR, but the fun way, the way that not only will your agents, for those sales directors and above, will want to be doing one, but now you will also be compensated for it, and so will your guests. See, the point is to get them excited. So business launch, that sounds exciting, right? Red ribbon cutting, business shower. Hey, support my brand new business. I just opened my business. So those are some ideas. If you are new, your second assignment, and I challenge you, is to schedule a PBR ASAP. So again, finding out who that upline is, who's your upline sales director, vice president. And look, sometimes I'm gonna show you the different types of trainings. You don't necessarily need to be a sales director and above to host a PBR. However, a sales director and above has a little bit more skill that can actually close the room for you. So that's the only reason that I say that. But hey, Rob was a senior field trainer and he was closing rooms as a senior field trainer and as a field trainer. So again, it's really not about the title. It's how fast can you learn the skill of presenting, which we're going to talk about here in a second. I hosted 6 PBRs yesterday, back to back to back. But guess what? All my brand new agents, one of them got 3 agents. The other one got 2 customers. The other on the spot. We are signing these people up on the spot in the Zoom. Okay, so understand that the pandemic we had to do it different. So we started hosting Zooms, making them just as fun. Now we can start getting back into the in-person, which leads me to how I actually grew my business. And you guys will see that here. But that is your other assignment. I challenge you to schedule a PBR. I challenge you to do multiple PBRs. And you know what? Make sure you are at every webinar possible throughout the company, any power of credit if you have local meetings, so that you can learn from them how to actually start presenting. That's how you're gonna grow this business. Now, if you're a new agent, again, schedule that really quick with your mentor, get with them, try to do that as fast. Now, for the people that are hosting, sales directors and above, I recommend that you give an incentive to the host, okay, which is your new agent. Doesn't matter what it is. It could be monetary. It could be like, hey, I can get you your business cards, your flyers, you know, whatever. I would incentivize the host to do it, because then they would go out there and actually take action, right? The second thing I would do is have the person, the brand new agent, make it fun, some kind of raffle. They have to raffle something, a movie basket, movie tickets, a night out at dinner, some gift cards, because you're gonna have a raffle in order to attract people into your business shower, saying, we're gonna have a free raffle if you attend. That's going to attract people into the PBR, into the business launch, right? Not only are you supporting me, but you can win something, okay? Who wouldn't attend, right? I'll be on. If I can win something, I'm gonna be on. If it's free, it's for me. And then you want to make it fun. You know, some of my agents has gotten so creative behind the Zoom, right? It's pretty hard, but you want to make it fun. You know, we started off with music. We started off with asking questions, financial literacy questions. I had some of my agents put balloons in the back, and I had some get a red ribbon and actually do their red ribbon cutting. I mean, you got to get creative here, okay? You got to get super creative. Now, if you're hosting an in-person, which a lot of people are getting back to this, and I'm super excited that we are. So in your living room, you know, drinks and appetizers, coffee and credit, it doesn't matter where your mentor is. They can be on if you have a big screen TV in your living room, you can get people in that living room, and I will be on the screen. Let me tell you, you get 10 people in that living room, you call me, I'll be on there. I tell everybody on my team, none of the leaders will ever say no, right? To be hosting these type of events, because it's going to help you grow. It also helps the entire team grow so much faster. Coffee and credit, you guys can start doing events at local restaurants. Coffee and credit is the same concept. Same concept. You know, we used to be in restaurants. I mean, hookah lounges. I mean, you guys will see a couple pictures here in a second, but in Zoom or in person, I'm super excited to get back to the in person. A little history on this picture here. This is where I started presenting as a sales director at a hookah lounge, okay? I was a sales director. I'm so grateful for my mentor, Xavier Marrero, Senior Vice President, who pushed me out my comfort zone. He said, Raysa, I wanted him to come up and do a training, because as a sales director, I had some agents on my team. So I was like, if he comes, it's definitely going to build some momentum. He said to me, Raysa, if you don't start presenting, I'm not showing up. And it literally pushed me out my comfort zone. He said, I want you to do 4 presentations in a row, enroll as many people as you can, as many agents as you can, and then I'll come out. Guys, he pushed me to do it. I can't tell you guys, I put it off. I said, I can't find a venue. I'm sorry. It was because I was scared. How many of you guys are scared to present? I mean, I was never one of those to be in front of a room talking to people, guys. So if that's you, I could relate. I was so scared that my first presentation, I was shaking so bad, I didn't know what to do. But I felt amazing when I was done. I was like, I did it. And it wasn't that bad. And guess what I did next week? I did it again. And I did it again, guys. So this picture right here means so much, because this is literally where it all started for me, at a hookah lounge. Okay, guys, let me tell you, a little local hookah lounge allowed me to do free presentations there, as long as we agreed to, you know, buy some drinks and appetizers. So again, they were making money, and we were also benefiting for the free space. So this is where I met a lot of my top leaders that are still with me today. Huge shout out to Vice President Lucinda Lopez, who was closed in this hookah lounge. Huge shout out to Executive Sales Director, Cherie Torres, who was also in this hookah lounge. My foundation, I found in that hookah lounge, guys. So this is why PBRs are so important and how you can grow so fast, because that's where you're gonna find the people that are gonna help you build your business. Skill number 3 in network marketing. If you do not have this book and you're a brand new agent, Go Pro by Eric Worre. The 7 steps to becoming a network marketing professional. I have hundreds of copies all over. I always send them to a lot of my agents when they hit field trainer. Skill number 3 in this book is presenting. It's skill number 3 for a reason. It's skill number 3 for a reason. You gotta get this information is so powerful. Why would you want to keep it to yourself? If you can help someone like what's her name, Sasha. If you can help someone like Sasha get to the next level, she's walking away from corporate America after 10 years. 200 and something point increase. Guys, I could not stay quiet. I was out there telling my story all day long. So if you don't think you have a story and you saw some credit score increases, believe me, you have a story. So there's different types of presentations, okay? Now, a one-on-one presentation, as a brand new agent, you could do this. As a brand new agent, you could do this. You can get in front of somebody with just this document. This is called the FES 1 through 10 overview. With this document, if you just have it in front of you, meet for coffee. Hey, you want to know about the information? Meet me at Starbucks. I'll be right there. You can go through this information in 10 minutes. Guys, it's laid out for you. The opportunities laid out, the YFLs laid out, the direct commission, the residual income. Do you see an opportunity for yourself? And then guess what? Guess what seals the deal? Your story. That's it. I would just sit down, have coffee, tell people how I found this business, how I was before I had a 514 credit score. Now my credit score is a 710. These services were able to help me, and now I'm building this business to help other people. That was my story. So I just sat down one-on-one with as many people as I possibly could. This 1 through 10 can help you even on the phone, okay? But again, we want to start getting in front of people as the world is opening up again. Then you could do a 2-on-1. How many of you guys are field trainers? Type a 1 in the chat. Type a 1 in the chat. Type a 1 in the chat if you're a field trainer, right? If you're a field trainer, guess what? That means you have 2 agents under you. That means you have 2 agents that you got paid for commissions that you need to help get to field trainer. Right? It's not that you just got paid for them and then you tell your mentors, here you go, you know, yes, you definitely want to plug them into your mentors, but you are responsible for getting those people their first 2 customers, getting those people promoted. They invested in you, right? So this is when you start to build. So you can do a 2-on-1 presentation. I remember Lucinda Lopez, she was working as a banker and she reached out to me and said, you know what? I have these 2 young ladies that I want you to meet with me and her. This picture, this was so long ago. Shout out to her, because this is what a 2-on-1 is. She was a field trainer at the time, or a senior field trainer. I don't remember. I think she was, or a new agent. I don't know. I know it was early in her career. She said, let's go over there. I'll go with you. So not only was she learning with me, but I was also able to close her deals. This is what we call a 2-on-1 presentation. And all I would do is just go through the overview, tell my story, and then we got these 2 young ladies started under Lucinda that same day, all right? Now, then you're gonna start getting into the small group. See, because you're gonna start to get more confident. How many of you guys understand that when you first started riding a bike, you didn't know how to ride it right away? You probably fell, you got hurt, right? And you didn't learn, but you probably had the training wheels on, right? So those first 1-on-1s, those 2-on-1s, those are your training wheels. Those are you, oh man, I made a mistake. Let me get back up. Let me do it again. Boom, made a mistake. Oh, you know how many times I messed up the presentation, but I don't think anybody noticed, because they, you know, like, they're not gonna notice because they're not in the business. Now, if there was a vice president watching me, they'll be like, oh my God, Raysa, that was horrible, right? At the time, but they don't know because I was brand new and I was in front of people. All I knew is my mentor said, you gotta get in front of people. I used to see Xavier in front of people in the rooms presenting. I used to see Rob presenting. I used to see VG Quinones. Just when I started, they were out there, they were in the trenches. And I said, I need to start doing that. So those 1-on-1s and those 2-on-1s were amazing practice for when I did get into that hookah lounge, guys. And guess what? The group started to get a little bit bigger. So these are the small group presentations. Now here you can see me in a restaurant. We literally would lock out the back of that entire restaurant, order food for everybody, and literally run a presentation, right? Because we would get the room for free. So if we spent some money in there, it was still a no-brainer. So you guys need to start getting into your markets and figuring out what restaurants will allow you to host. Where can you actually get something for something, right? That way you're not investing so much money. The second picture here is me in front of, this was an entire real estate office. We went all the way to Connecticut with one of my agents. Again, more than a 2-on-1. This was for one of my agents. However, I was with a group of realtors in front of them presenting this powerful information. I believe they got started. I mean, literally putting people in front of the room is literally what's going to take you to your next level. Now, the room started getting bigger, guys. Okay, I can't sit here and tell you that I wasn't scared. Let me tell you, Xavier was like, Raysa, guess what? I didn't even know I was going to present in front of this room that day. I showed up just as support. This was in the Tampa market. It's literally Erica Sanford was there, Lakeisha Marion, Bruce Lee Rochester. I'm just up and coming, right? I'm just up and coming, but I was already presenting. And I remember getting there that day. And they said, Raysa, by the way, you're going to do the overview. Do you guys know how I felt? I was like, oh my God, I'm doing the overview. But guys, look, best thing that ever happened. I got out of that comfort zone. The room just started getting bigger and bigger. So understand there was a transition. We're not expecting you to go from new agent to large group. That's not going to happen. But there's going to be that transition. And after doing so many one-on-ones, I'm like, man, I could do this in my sleep. After doing 2-on-1s, I'm like, man, I could do this in my sleep. And after doing the small group presentations, I was like, I'm ready. I'm ready to talk to as many people as possible about this amazing company. So then I really started getting in the trenches, guys. And I'm just giving you guys ideas. This is a home buyers event. With lenders and realtors all in one room. I'm literally in front of them. 2 of them were already my agents. We were able to enroll a bunch of clients this day that wanted to buy homes, but they knew their credit, something was going on with it. So that's me in front of the room. Guys, my mentor always told me, the person in front of the room makes the most money. Write that down. The person in front of the room, the person with the clicker makes the most money. And I'm telling you, once I started to get in front of those rooms in 4 months, I'm telling you, even before I had already walked away from corporate America. So guess what I was doing even more? Getting in front of the room. So many people ask me, Raysa, how did you get to 6 figures so fast in a year? How did you get a vice president? This is how I got there. So the faster you can get in front of the room, the better, right? Now, local weekly meetings, we started to do local weekly meetings every Thursday. At first, nobody showed up, right? 2 people would show up. The next week, 3 people showed up. 4 people showed up. Next thing you know, we were so packed, we had to get different locations, okay? So hosting weekly meetings, we need to get back to that. Now that everything's reopening again, we need to get back to that. If there's no local meetings in your area, be the one to start it. You know why? I was the first one to bring this company to Springfield, Massachusetts. I always think to myself, what if I didn't get in front of the room? What if someone else would have done it? Or Massachusetts wouldn't have had the help that it's had to this day. I wouldn't have been able to impact. We have over 900 agents in the Massachusetts market right now. That's just agents. Clients, I don't even know. I mean, it could probably be double that. So understand, guys, once I understood that this is what I had to do, I was the first person in that market. I started the weekly events. I got in front of the room. I got into the hookah lounge. I got into the restaurants because I wasn't going to let anybody take my market. So if your upline is not in your market and there's no local meetings in your market, guess who should start that local meeting? You. Take over the market. If you have enrolled agents, you need to learn how to present as soon as possible. Until then, host as many PBRs as you possibly can. Try to get 5 to 10 people. I always tell my agents 10. Get 10 people confirmed in front of me, and I guarantee I'm going in there because I can close at least 30 to 50% of the room. We're going to get 3 to 5 enrollments in that room, guaranteed. You got to get out of your comfort zone, guys. You got to get out of your comfort zone. There is no money in comfort zones. So if you're right here, guess where the magic happens? In front of the room. You got to go out there. You got to present this information. You got to get out of your comfort zone. I don't care how uncomfortable you feel, how scared you are, how nervous you are. Get out there, share this powerful information with as many people as you can, and you'll see yourself with a completely different life. Guys, presenting changed my life. It gives me the chills. Next thing you know, I'm on the FES stage. Next thing you know, I'm level 1 R&R earner, level 2 R&R earner, level 3 R&R earner, top personal recruiter, number 3 in the entire company, 6-figure earner, on stage with the CEOs of this powerful company. Presenting changed my life, guys. So that's all I have. Go out there, build your business, and I'll see you guys at the top.
Wow, 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 wow. Ladies and gentlemen, light up the chat. Go ahead and light up the chat. That was, man, that was powerful. That was next level. Just go ahead and light up the chat right now. If you just got blessed right now, let me see you put that in the chat. How many people just got some powerful information that is going to allow you to really just go out there and really make a massive dent in your business this week? How many people? I want you to go in the chat and light it up right now, because I got inspired. I got motivated. I just got, man, I got so much right now. She just dripped, and all of us, it's just ridiculous. Man, oh man, oh man, Raysa, you just went all out at us right now. That was powerful. That was incredible. That was amazing. Thank you so much, man. Woo! Man, I'm on fire. I'm ready. Wow. Wow. You see, the beautiful thing, and Raysa, thank you so much, because, you know, I don't know if I think you're still there on the screen. You can jump back on the video. But the beautiful thing about the top leaders in this business, ladies and gentlemen, understand that they didn't go out and research this in a library, and then they get a thesis together or a dissertation and presenting it so someone can say whether or not it's good or not. No. What they did, they share with you exactly what worked for them. And that's exactly what she just did. She showed you what brought her from being a field trainer, from a sales director, all the way up from doing $1,600 in business every 30 days to doing $250,000 in business every 30 days. Raysa, that's just amazing. I know you're, man, when we're in the field out there just presenting, you're always just lit, you're on fire, this is real. And you're just one of those ladies that's an inspiration to so many women. I know you didn't dig into your story tonight, but ladies and gentlemen, seriously, she really just gave you, like, man, not even the tip of the iceberg, just kind of scratch it a little bit. But her story is off the charts. I want you to go check out her page, check out her Facebook. You will see a lot of her story stuff that she posts, and it is quite amazing. Raysa, thank you so much. It's just an honor being able to serve on you in the same platform tonight. You just blessed me, man, so thank you. Have a beautiful night. Thank you for jumping on here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, light up the chat. We're about to close this thing out. We're going to close it out right now. I'm going to pull up my screen, and I'm going to share something with you real quick, and then we're going to close this out. It's just what this is doing is literally just adding to all the things. There's no need for me to repeat anything that Raysa just said. I want to add to what she just said, because it is so important. I want you to understand this law right here. There's something that is called the universal law. What that means, man didn't create it. Nobody created it. It's just the way it is. You can't get around it. You can't get around it. You can't get away from it. It's just the way it is. What is the universal law? You must give something in order to receive something or everything in your vision. You have in your vision, there's a typo here, but I want you to get the big picture. I just put this together right here as Raysa was speaking, but I want you to understand this. You see, a lot of people, they want everything and they're not willing to give anything. Seriously, what are you willing to give? What are you willing to give in order to get what you want? You see, in order to get from living with what you need to what you want, you got to give something, whether it's your time, whether it's your faith, whether it's your belief, you got to give something. That's the universal law. You give so you can receive. So tonight, I'm challenging you to give. You got to give in order to receive. You can't build your business and have not given any time, have not given any effort, have not given your story, have not made a post. You got to give in order to receive. And here's the other thing. Your mindset is important. You got trained on mindset yesterday. I want everyone on here, and this is a challenge to you. I want everyone on here to take on this challenge. It's called the Mindset Shift Challenge. This is the Mindset Shift Challenge. I want everyone to do this. What it is, there are 5 questions that you need to answer. These 5 questions, you got to answer these 5 questions definitively. How are you? What are you? When are you? Why are you? And who are you? Now, these 5 questions, you got to address them. Now, here's the thing. Don't address these questions based on your past. And the second thing, don't address these questions based on your present situation. Here's why. Because so many people live in the past that they don't realize how blessed they are right now. Too many people live in the past not realizing how blessed they are in this moment. That's the first thing. The second thing is, so many people live in their present situation that they don't realize that it will not determine their final destination. So I want you to address these questions based on who you are in your vision, who you are in the future. Who do you see yourself as? That's the most important of all the 5. Who do you see yourself as? Not yesterday, not today, but in the future, in your vision. And the last thing, your identity. What is your identity? Do you want to be a lamb do you want to be a lion with a lamb's personality, or do you want to be a lamb with the authority of a lion? You got to decide, because looks are deceiving. Do you want to be the lion with the lamb's personality, or do you want to be the lamb with the lion's authority? Who do you want to be? Who do you see yourself as? So when you identify who you are, then you're going to address those questions. Do you want to be the lamb? Do you want to be the lion with a lamb's personality, or do you want to be the lamb with a lion's authority? Where do you see yourself? You got to identify who you are, because if you want to be the lamb where you're approachable, you're gentle, you can have conversation, you show empathy and sympathy, and people, you understand people, you're relatable. If you want to be the lamb with the lion's authority, then you got to do something about it. You got some work to do. You got to go out there, you got to go work, you got to go do it. See, when you're a lamb with the lion's authority, you know what's good? You can roll with the lambs, but you can live with the lions. That's the beauty. You can live with the lions because it's all in your mindset. So where do you want to be? Again, Sasha, thank you so much. Congratulations. Raysa, you blew it up. You took the house to the next level. And ladies and gentlemen, I want you to definitely go ahead and complete that challenge, that mindset shift challenge. Answer those questions based on your future. But most importantly, you got to identify who you are in your vision, in your future. Have a beautiful night. Let's go out. Let's win. Let's do it all. Let's get it right. It doesn't matter. Do it sloppy. Do it nasty. Do it crazy. Let them call you ridiculous. It doesn't matter. Do it for you. Do it for your family. Let's go. We're going to win together. Love you guys.